Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Ignite Fire podcast review. We got Victoria in the house.
Howdy.
My name's Jacob, and this is
Ignite Fire.
Now, welcome, guys. I want to thank you guys for clicking on today's video. We're going to do another review on Ren, and this is Money Game Part 3. We haven't watched 1 or 2. And before you leave a comment down below, we will review 1 and 2. But this one seems to be pretty popular right now. And so we wanted to come and take a look at it.
We'll hop on the bandwagon.
Yes. And to let you guys know right now, we have a biblical worldview. We're the radical Christian group right here.
Let's go.
We believe in casting out devils and healing the sick and
speaking in tongues.
Speaking in tongues. We're holy rollers.
Yes.
That's
holy rollers. I like that.
Old school Pentecostal.
Let's go.
Preaching that word. So that's the biblical worldview that you're going to get from us. And to all our haters out there, I want to thank you for leaving comments down below because you just elevate us as we continue to move forward. So thank you, guys. And for those whose daddy is the devil, we're praying for you. We're praying for you.
I do not endorse everything he says, okay? He's got his own mind.
I try to do all things in love, but, you know, sometimes people come at me with a wet dish rag and slap me in the face with some truth, and so that's what I do for you guys. It's out of love. It's out of love. So we're going to look at Ren here, and we like Ren. For those who are watching,
super cool. He's very talented.
We like him.
Yeah.
We just come from a different perspective. Mm-hmm. And the last video, Hi Ren, was pretty awesome. We loved it.
It was really good.
And we like to have fun. We enjoy ourselves. We like to laugh and just do our thing. So that's just us, our personality, you know. So it is what it is.
You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
I've heard that with people with me. So you either love me or you hate me. So you
and
can
I
click
don't
or you
care
can't click.
Either way. I do not care. And obviously, and for those who are watching, I do love to hear my voice. And so I have these headphones on and I talk, I hear myself. I love it.
We like to hear the sounds of our own voices.
Yes.
Just
yes.
so you know.
I love it's
disclaimer.
In love. It's in love. So this is
so
Ren.
Funny.
Now let's get ready to jump in this review Money Game. Woo. And we're going to give our perspective on money. We don't believe that money is the root of all evil. We believe the scripture that says the love of money is the root of all evil. And we're going to share our perspective as we go through this.
Here we go.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
It's very different from the Hi Ren.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Do you think he was classically trained?
I don't know, but that sounds beautiful.
Yeah,
Ren,
that's beautiful.
Just to tell you, just to lift you up, man, that is awesome.
He's got a bag on his head.
Oh.
All right. Vibe change. There's a rope around this one. Oh, they both have ropes.
Which one's Ren? Because I know Ren plays the guitar. Is he playing? What? Hold on. I feel like we need to get some popcorn right now. This seems like a theatrical movie.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Dang.
There he is.
Ooh. I just gotta say, Ren, you're looking good right now, bro. No,
Looking good, brother.
from one man to another. Just saying, don't get it confused. I'm just saying you're looking good in that suit right now. Oh, wait a minute, Ren. You
What?
did not go. What? His voice. Oh my god. Oh my god, Ren. He just came out with some Oh, that's some
really pretty.
soul, Ren.
Yeah.
Soul. Whew.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy.
He just ripped it off like a band-aid.
He
That
really
just
did.
jumped right into it. Oh man. I like that look.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1.
You know, I just want to say something to the parents out. You need to watch what you say to your kids.
Please.
You know, everything that you heard growing up wasn't right.
For-
Everything you heard was not right.
Yeah, for real. Parents need to be careful because that's all that kids learn from. Like, they're not even going to school at this point. Like, yeah, they're watching like little TV shows, which be careful about that too. But
Scrolling through TikTok.
yeah, you don't realize how influential your voice is until many years down the line, and you watch that they're actually doing these same exact things that you told them to do, and you're like, oh crap.
Like I'll just share with you guys one of the things that I saw with my dad.
Mhm.
So my dad growing up, unfortunately, was not an alpha man. He was a beta. No disrespect to my dad. Love you, Dad. He. And one thing that he did, coming from a biblical worldview, is he held my mom up on a pedestal, and he had her higher than God was in his life. And so he
Yikes.
made the classic mistake of the garden with Adam and Eve, where the woman submitted to the devil, and then the man submitted to the woman,
Yikes.
and he made her his God.
Yeah.
And so my dad made my mom
Wow.
his God, and really it destroyed the whole family. And when my mom left him, she left him for a drug addict boyfriend who had money at the time and was the cool guy,
For sure.
and left him. His whole life went down the drain. Alcoholism just destroyed his entire life.
Yeah.
And I just remember thinking that it was so pathetic to allow, and this is going to sound harsh for those who are in relationships, but to allow his spouse, my mom, to have that much power over him.
Yeah.
And I remember making I don't know if it was a vow or something in my heart. I said, I will never allow a woman to have that much control over me. And it hasn't affected my marriage in a negative way. But one thing I do see that there are men that will submit so much to their wives that if their wife left them, their whole world ends. And it's are you or are you not a man? Are you the pillar of your house? And can your wife move you? Because God's unmovable. So I would never want to be unmovable,
Right.
with or without my wife, with or without my kids. If something is removed from my life, yeah, it's going to be painful. It would suck.
For
I wouldn't
sure.
want them. I would always want them to be there because I love them. But if they were removed, I know that my relationship with God is so strong that I would still be able to stand.
Yeah.
And
No, that's so good. And I think like that's the same goes for women too. I think even more so for women because a lot of just like growing up for me, for all the girls around me, like having a boyfriend or having a guy like interested in us was our whole world. And I know that that's the same thing for grown women and all of these people who do not put Jesus as their Lord, who do not put God above that. You know what I mean? So, and I've been thinking too, just like in my own walk with the Lord is like, I've found myself in times where I'll be in a season of like hoping for something. It could be like a job, it could be a specific friendship, just like whatever it is. And I will literally consume my prayer life, my worship life, my, just time with the Lord based upon that thing.
Oh, okay.
And I'll come before the Lord just about that thing.
Yeah.
And I've realized, I've been like, oh crap, I'm letting this thing consume my time with the Lord, consume my mind, so that if this doesn't work out, that's going to consume me even worse then because it didn't work out. You know what I mean? So it's that whole mindset of like, it's priorities, and it's putting Jesus as Lord over all of these things, because he's immovable and because he's dependable and a firm foundation that we can trust. Unlike all these other things, including spouses, including significant others,
parents,
including parents, including jobs, including all these different things, even including this little bag over his head, which I think could be like a, mental stronghold or just like whatever. So
we're blinded until we see the truth. So guys, if your parents had spoken something negative over you, it's time to rethink that, set that aside, and walk in the truth.
8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150.
I thought he was talking about himself for a moment. I thought he was like sharing his story, but now I don't think so.
16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list. They're applauding his...
Wait a minute, is he talking about Biden? Is he talking about his son? Is he talking about Hunter Biden?
oh my God.
Was that a laptop or was that an old school computer? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
25, and his daddy tells him, listen here, son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money
He's talking
brought
about
him a
Hunter
seat.
Biden.
He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
Dang.
Huh.
Hello?
Who's calling?
35, he gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone.
Dang.
36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour.
Wow.
Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They were
Whenever you get involved with drugs and you start becoming the man,
That's
the
dangerous.
man,
That's
you.
dangerous.
I remember growing up, we were selling drugs and doing stuff like that, and I remember hearing there's no way out other than prison or death, and luckily I got out of all that stuff.
Yeah.
Before that, yeah. I did die to myself though.
That's
So there was
true.
some death.
So it is some death,
Yeah.
yeah.
leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra.
Oh, damn.
One in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again.
Wow.
Dang, this is one continuous shot.
That's impressive.
What the? I'm watching a movie right now.
For real.
This is a movie.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words mine, gimme. 40.
Hold on, I just want to say this
Wow.
man is talented.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's telling a story. He
Mhm.
started off, and then now he just circled all the way back around.
hmm And I think this is interesting too. He's at this point now where he said at the beginning that his first words were mine, and then now he's saying he's cursing the words mine because
Oh,
his
yeah.
father ingrained this in his life.
Yeah,
Like they were his first words, but his father taught him how to live those words out. Is what I'm hearing.
Mm.
And so now he's at this point where he's cursing those words because he's been in this cycle that his father put him into.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
wow.
And then if you live a life that's completely selfish and self-absorbed, there's no happiness in that.
Absolutely.
I don't think there's a problem with money or with prosperity.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm a prosperity gospel preacher. Yes, I am. You can leave a comment down below if you don't like it. Then go sleep in the corner and give away all your money to everybody else, and then just live in a cardboard box if that's what you would like to do. I don't believe in that. I do believe in having clothes and nice things in the house, and that money is a tool.
Yeah.
And money increases basis with your skill set and how you manage money. It is something that anyone can learn, you know. But if you have that, which a lot of people do, and I won't say that I haven't experienced this, but there that selfish gain and wanting to get it at the expense of others
Yeah.
will never ever satisfy
Mhm.
anybody.
And
But-
self-service is never actually service
No,
at all.
no.
Like it doesn't do anything for you. It's having a servant heart towards other people
Yeah.
that will actually bring satisfaction and joy to your life.
Mhm.
And peace, which is the opposite of what he's experiencing right now. I have a feeling. So
And I've had money and then I have been broke. I like having money better than not having money.
I agree. I'm right there with you.
And I think just having enough is pretty selfish too, because
Mm.
then you can't help your neighbor or you can't help
see, that's the
anyone
thing.
else.
We're not saying to hog all your money.
No.
We're genuinely saying like generosity is a beautiful thing. Generosity is
yeah.
the heart of God. But we also believe in taking care of our own families too.
Mhm, mhm.
You know what I mean? So if
You
Jacob
don't work, you don't eat.
exactly like if Jacob just gave away all of his money, he wouldn't be able to take care of his wife properly.
Yeah.
Like that's the gospel. That's what we're saying. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, that's what happened with my dad. Unfortunately, he
Really?
wasn't the supporter of the family financially. He
Yikes.
and there was a lot of issues there with my dad. I think he struggled with a lot of things,
Mhm.
and my mom wore the pants. She made the money. She ran the house.
Mhm.
She and what I saw was that a woman wants a leader,
Yep.
wants a man, wants
Yeah.
someone that isn't complaining about life all the time and bringing his burdens to his spouse.
Yes.
She wants someone that's going to stand there that can comfort her and help her in her things.
Yes.
And
Ah!
I was talking
Ah!
talking about this. I was talking to this guy not too long ago, and we were talking about that, and he was saying that it wasn't fair
Mm.
because he did things for his wife that she didn't reciprocate when he needed it. And I said, bro, life's not fair. I said, I said, men are physically stronger
Yeah.
and a woman will need a man to protect her.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yep.
that's not fair, but that's how it is. And you
Mhm.
have to be okay with that as a man.
Yeah.
And emotionally, you have to sustain and be okay. And I said, that's the importance of having other men to talk to and bring problems to, because you don't want to be a whine crybaby
Yeah.
to your wife. You want
You're not
to
going to be attractive to your wife that way. Listen, she's not going to want you at the end of the day. Okay. She's not going to get with you in bed. That's not, no, she's not going to get intimate emotionally with you either.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If she does not feel like you can handle her
Oh.
emotions,
Oh.
whoa, you better believe she will not open up to you, nor will she get with you in bed. Like that's, like, I'm being for real though. If
Yeah,
she doesn't feel like she's with a man who can, who has the capacity for her,
Mhm,
whoa. Oh my
mhm.
gosh. I heard it put this way to me recently that I have this pastor. She's so abundantly sweet. And she told me one time, I was dating a guy recently that she was like, nope. But she told me, she was like, Victoria, you are a diamond. And if you don't have what is it called? Like if you don't have the right size band, yeah, it won't be able to hold the diamond correctly or hold the diamond properly.
Oh.
Right. And I thought about it this way too. We're just going
down a rabbit trail.
We are. Sorry, guys.
You can fast forward if you want.
But in the scripture too, it talks about how a wife of godly character is a crown on her husband's head. It says that in Proverbs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But if I get so passionate about this, if a guy does not have a stiff neck enough, listen, if you don't have a strong enough head for your crown, you better believe you're not going to be worthy of that crown. Okay, you need to be able to carry the weight of the crown on your head. Okay, that's like how the Bible says that the man is the head of the household.
Yeah.
You need to be a strong enough head for the crown that you want. Right?
I like that.
So a guy, let me be
Heavy
real.
is the head that wears the crown. What?
Because every guy wants the crown, but nobody wants to be the head.
Oh, yeah.
So I've changed my perspective on who I let pursue me because I'm at this point in my life where I'm just like, okay, look, I know who I am, and I know the things that God's placed on the inside of me, and I know where He's taking me, right? And a guy that doesn't have the same thing, you better believe they won't get this crown.
And
you better believe I'm a crown, sir.
And you have to know your worth. You have to know your worth.
I know my carrot size. And if you don't got the right thing, the right setting, that's what it's.
Jesus. If you got little kids, set them to the side.
If you don't got the right setting, you can't fit me in your life. Just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can carry on.
No, that's true. That is true. That is true. and when it comes to money, I think some people too, going back to money,
I just realized how much of a rabbit trail that was. I'm sorry. Okay, continue.
People have a negative connotation with money.
For sure.
And also, I remember I was talking to Paul. Paul's another guy, part of our Ignite Fire group. He was saying he was starting a business of coaching and charging for his services. And someone was telling him, I would never do that. And he goes, that's because you don't know your worth. And they put a negative connotation on money, but didn't put a positive cost on their time and who they were and what they were presenting at the table. And he said,
that's so good.
If you don't respect yourself, your time, and your ability and what you bring, he says, no one else will. And I was like, dang. That's that wet dish rag.
For sure. And this applies too for like not just business, not just relationships. It can apply to ministry too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just saying, I've been realizing this recently in my life is like there are a lot of different people. I just had a meeting with my worship pastor this morning, and he was like, Victoria, again, the whole diamond thing came up. He was like, Victoria, you're a diamond in ministry, and everybody's gonna want you. Like everybody wants you. And I've been going to all of these different places, like splitting up all my time for like pouring my heart into all these things, and I'm realizing I'm just like, dang, like,
oh yeah,
I've been doing all of this, and I haven't been letting my diamond get cleaned up.
Yeah.
And I haven't been, letting them invest into me as much as I'm worth.
Oh, that's good.
Because when you buy a diamond, it costs you. When you buy a diamond, it costs
There's
you.
A price.
Exactly. And if you're not paying that cost, then why am I in your possession?
Yeah. Dang!
So I'm going off. This is the wrong video to do this.
All the men watching, that is a slap in the face. My goodness.
So to be my hubby, so you know, for any of y'all who are like, oh, she's kind of cute, to be my hubby.
If you ain't a man, the answer is no.
You got to be able to pay. You got to be able to pay for at least my dinner. Shoot. Yeah. Like, come on. You got to pay for my dinner. You got to pay for my ring. Okay, anyway, we should continue back to the video. I'm going to go off.
Back to the money game. You better have your money game right if you're going to talk to Victoria.
Exactly. If not, this guy's going to come for you. I'm going to send him.
That's right. I'll be there. I'll be there. Let's get back to
Sorry, guys. Let's continue. Woo!
He was 4.
I'm on fire now.
He cursed the words, mine, gimme, 41, he wasn't walking. 42, not walking quickly.
Ooh.
43, never running round the pavements of his city. 44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold.
I love the strings in the background.
That's beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Strings just add a little oomph
Yeah,
to everything.
It's
like,
such,
ooh,
so classical.
I love it.
But those riches turn to rubble and perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him. And it's a version of she. And it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. For money and fame, call the music.
It's about to get real, y'all. When he cuts the music, it's about to get real.
Yeah.
This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide.
Ren did not just go a cappella on us.
He
did
did.
not just go a cappella
He said,
on
yes,
us.
you're going to listen to my voice.
Lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics
ouch.
from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution.
I know this is real serious, guys.
Uh-oh. Y'all.
Hate me if you want. Hate me
I can
if
just see the hate
you
comments.
want.
I can
He
see
said,
'em.
Borders is an invention. It's a great invention.
It is
and
a
we
good
need
invention.
a big, beautiful wall.
A big one.
We need a big wall. I'm a
Please.
Mexican saying I'm in favor for the big, beautiful wall that we need. We need to protect ourselves, the big, beautiful wall.
Trump 2024.
2024.
You can quote me. Thank you.
I really want our gas prices to come back to
Me too.
$1.80.
Oh my gosh, my friend in-
$1.80.
My friend in Kentucky was telling me that their gas prices just got a little lower than $3. I was like, wow, that's a miracle.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just want to mention a comment that he said too was when money became more important, or when truth
Oh,
became less important than the money we invented.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Ooh." Like it reminds me of the gender transformation stuff, like how these money trails become a lot more important than who you actually are,
Oh.
and then deception becomes more important because of money trails.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah.
It's really grody stuff.
If you find out what you're not allowed to talk about, you'll follow the money trail and find out why.
Do it. I
Telling
dare
you.
you. I dare you.
Oh, what? I just feel like it's getting intense. Just the anticipation.
Yeah. Do we think we know where this is going, or?
Oh no. That sounds like a real gun.
I think
That
it
is
is.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains.
Ooh.
But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd, if there's more
sheep
money
thing
for
again.
me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
Mm. Oh, what?
45.
Raining?
Jimmy comes
It
home out of
is.
the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants. He is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45
Oh,
caliber
dang.
aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number because his age is the same.
Oh, dang.
Here's the words of his father. It's such a damn shame.
Oh, snap.
Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Whoa.
You did not just leave us like that, Ren.
Cliffhanger.
Ren, you did not just leave us like that, bro.
And I bet you there's no part 4 after that.
Oh my gosh. Holy moly.
That was intense.
It was intense.
Yeah.
It was beautifully shot. I
It
think
was.
this is
That was impressive.
a pretty awesome video.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the high ren, but the theatrical
Mhm.
visual effects of this
Yeah,
video
it's
and
really
how
cool.
it leaves me wondering how the heck did he make this video? That's
Mhm.
pretty intense.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It's
And
well done.
The words, everything.
Yeah.
I think it was good. Ren, we like you. We like you, Ren.
We like you, dude.
Yeah. And if you like Ren, and if you like this video, give us some thumbs up, leave a comment down below. And if you leave a ridiculous comment, we're going to talk about you on the next video. So just let
Again, I
you
don't
know.
endorse everything he says. Okay. I agree with it most of the time.
Most of the time.
I'm just kidding.
Sometimes I can be a little off, and you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I like Ren. I think his message is cool. I love the artistry of
very
his
talented.
videos. Yeah. Some of his followers, I don't know about y'all. I think, but some of you are cool. I like you. We got some love on the last video that we put out. But there's some other people that were in there
It was
just
ugly.
ragging on religion and all this other stuff. Y'all need the sign that we need. Do it in love. Do
Jesus
it in
is
love.
a lot cooler than y'all anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's fine.
But we love you. We love you either way. We'll pray for you. We'll pray that you get ripped from your father, the devil, and come into the light where Jesus is. Freedom.
That was
Freedom.
something I thought about at the beginning of the video when he was taking off the bag off of
Oh,
his head.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
break every chain. Break
Oh,
it. I was like, yes.
break the chains. Break the chains. And get it. You know, we listen to other people's perspectives. You know, we're
Yeah.
not just blinded to what is being said or things that happen in the world, but with all the things that are happening, I really believe that the power of Christ is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It really gives a whole new perspective. Like we said, we be casting demons out of people, praying for people, helping people, feeding the poor, doing all those cool
Yeah.
things. And we don't like to publicize it, but those are things that we do because we know who we are and whose we are.
Mhm.
And
Because
and-
we've received that kind of grace.
yeah, we've
Yeah.
received those grace. So we give you grace.
Yeah.
We'll give you grace. If you've made it this far, we appreciate you.
If you made it through the rabbit trail.
Yeah. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and a subscribe and hit the notification button so you know when the next video drops. And we appreciate you guys for watching.
We love you.
Until next time, God bless.